pothole and a half. What's up, guys? Long time no vlog. Actually, that's not true. I've been vlogging, but I start in the morning, or I'll start when I'm on my way home from work, and I don't pick up the camera after I get home from the gym. And I'm not sure why. I don't have any problem with vlogging at home, obviously, but I just don't do it. So that's why you haven't seen me. I also have not been super motivated to vlog. I am not actually sure why. It's probably has to do with this weather. There's nothing going on in my bubble right now. It's basically I go to work and I go to the gym and I come home, and I've only been going to the gym for a week, 2 weeks, so that's not even really part of my routine. I skipped it yesterday. That's the thing about me with gyms. I like the idea of getting to go, but I also like the idea of going home after work and putting on my my sweats and just sitting there all day, or the rest of the night anyway. So it's a process for me to get that into my routine. But I did get a gym membership. I'm kind of going the opposite direction with my weight loss. Again, I quit Weight Watchers. They switched up their plan, and the freestyle just really was not working for me. I was gaining weight on it, and I didn't like it. And I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do now. I'm just trying to make better eating choices, better food choices. Instead of going out to McDonald's, I'll get a salad at work. Things like that. If I want to leave the building to go eat something like today, I'll probably do that. I tend to go to Subway and get a spinach wrap instead of a really carby sandwich. So, and that's a veggie. I don't get meat or anything like that on it. But I am struggling with it a lot, especially working out. Even though I only go for an hour, which I'm switching it up today. I'm going to stay for 2 hours because I haven't been hitting my step goal in an hour. So I'm going to switch up my little routine I've got going on at the gym and see if I can't get more steps. But I'm going to be honest, the gym is really intimidating for me. I go to Planet Fitness right by my house, and Planet Fitness is great. I don't feel like at Gold's, when I had the membership there, I always felt like I needed to lose weight before I could go in there. You know what I mean? I couldn't just go in there, and at Planet Fitness that's not the case at all. I feel completely fine with going in there at my 206 pounds and walking on the treadmill for an hour to hit my step goal. And there are other people like me who are actually trying to lose weight. They're not just there to show off their latest Fabletics, right? So it's like super windy. This Jeep is getting blown all over the place, but I don't feel intimidated necessarily by the gym itself. I feel intimidated because I don't know what any of the equipment does. For starters, I mainly do the treadmill. I think tonight I'm going to try the bike. And see if I like that. I did like it at Gold's when I was there. But it's an exercise bike, so it's not like it's revolutionary or anything. So I'm going to do that, I think, tonight. Like I said, there's just been nothing going on in my bubble. I go to work, I go to the gym, and I go home. And before I had the gym membership, I'd just go to work and go home. It's cold, so cold. We're not really doing anything. I don't have any plans to do anything right now. Maybe next month. No, in April, I have my sister's baby shower. That's about it. I went to my sister-in-law's baby shower last Saturday. There's nothing going on, and that's boring. I feel like if I'm not doing something, then I shouldn't vlog. I mean, I know that a lot of YouTubers do vlog even though they're not really doing anything, and that's all fine and good, but they have a bigger following, so it's worth it for them to be like, yeah, I'm not really doing anything every 10 minutes, but I'm literally not doing anything, and my life is not that exciting. So here's a fun tidbit. Gage, I went to get him from my grandma's the other day, and he told me that he would like to change his last name. And he's got his sperm donor's last name. It's something that I wasn't completely comfortable with when I did it, but his sperm donor said he's going to be my only kid. He's a boy. He has to carry on my last name. At the time, there weren't any other boys. It was just him and his brother, which is weird because he's got cousins and stuff like that. So I mean, I didn't know that at the time. I mean, if you watched my video, then you know that we weren't together that long, and we weren't in a real relationship at the time. It wasn't that big of a deal. Anyway, so I went ahead and gave him his last name. I said that it was fine, whatever. I regretted it, especially after he jumped ship. But he's always just had that last name now, and so he's Gage Alexander, and that's his last name. So he tells me that he wants to change his last name, and I was like, okay, I don't have a problem with it. I don't care. It's your last name. If you want to keep it or change it or whatever, I don't care. So I asked what he wanted it to be. I gave him two choices. I said that he could go to my maiden name, which is what it would have been had I not given him his sperm donor's last name. He could go to my maiden name, or he could go to my married name, and he considers Dave to be his dad. So I thought those would be good choices. I honestly expected him to say that he wanted my maiden name because it was my grandpa's last name, and him and my grandpa were tight. So I expected that to be a thing, but he said, first he did. He said that he wanted my maiden name, and then he came back and said, you know what? No, I want my married name. And I was like, are you sure? Because, I mean, we can't, I can do this. I can get the ball rolling and have you change your last name. It's not a big deal at all. But is this something that you really thought out? You're 16. Do you really want to do this? He wants to do it. He's sure he wants to do it. Come to find out, he's mentioned it to my grandma before. I'm sorry, this road is insanely bumpy, and so he wants to change his last name to my married name. He's asked my grandma about it. He has now asked me about it. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I looked into it a little bit, and basically I just need to put his name in the paper, his sperm donor's name in the paper that I think that he would see, and try to find him. His mom actually is on my Facebook. His sperm donor's mom is on my Facebook, along with his sister. And she said that she messaged me and she was like, is this something that I shouldn't know? And I was like, it's fine. He can know it all he wants to. There's nothing he can do about it because he basically abandoned his kid. He hasn't paid child support since 2016, I'm pretty sure. He hasn't seen him since he was 2 for whatever reason. He hasn't tried to see him since 2010, and he hasn't talked to him in 2 or 3 years, and Gage is the one that got a hold of him to begin with. So I have every confidence that our lawyer would be able to get this done. I'm at work. I'm going to pull in here and get out and get into my office and all that stuff because I've got people to meet with today. So I'll see you guys after work, or maybe at lunch. I don't know. Folks, I am off to lunch. And I'm starving. I think I'm gonna do Subway. My money. She didn't. Sorry, my sister was supposed to put some money in here. Whatever. This is so good. For anybody wondering, I just spinach wrap, mozzarella cheese, lettuce, tomato, pickle, green pepper, and 1 line of light mayo. And I always do this when I say a line because I just want one. Like, you know how Subway, they do the back and forth 6 times? I don't want that. I want to taste the mayo. I don't want the mayo to be the only thing in the sandwich. I don't really have anything to say. I'm just driving. I'm on my way back to work.